What's going on, everybody? This is Kyle Plouffe for AnyHipHop.com, and I'm here at Lace Boston, sitting next to one half of the legendary group Black Star, Talib Kweli. Thanks for your time, man.
Hey, man, how you feeling?
I'm good. I think this is a very interesting time to catch up with you in your career. It's 2 months before your CD, Prisoner of Conscience, drops. Do you feel like that's a turning point for you? Can you explain a little bit about the climate going into this CD and a little bit about the concept behind it?
Yeah, I have been doing this for a long time, and, I wanted to make an album that focused on the musical contributions. I think people get too caught up with me in the lyrics, and I wanted to make an album that just really focused on the music. Not that I haven't done that before, but I wanted to say so in the title and talk about that on the album.
Mm-hmm. You caught a little bit of a little bit of criticism from a blogger online, because I think a lot of people view you as like very inspiring. Like "Get By" was like the anthem of like the get your shit together anthem, pretty much. So what would you? I think you had a very interesting take though when you responded to him. Can you explain a little bit more about what you would say to people who kind of view it as like a step in the wrong direction, working with people like Gucci Mane?
Hip hop is something where you have to be down by law, and if you're not down by law, what you say is pointless. Not everybody's opinion in hip hop is of value, and we live in a society where people think that just because they can post stuff online, that automatically gives their opinion value. Everyone can have an opinion, but not everyone's opinion is valued. And when you haven't contributed to hip hop in the way that I have, it's hard for me to respect someone's criticism. Of me working with another artist, of me creating art. Right. Either you got to rap better than me, or you have to have contributed at least as much to hip hop for me to take that criticism seriously.
Right. Yeah. I saw pretty much in the response you said intelligence isn't based off of you thinking you're better than somebody else. If that's the case, like what is intelligence in hip hop to you?
Well, intelligence, it exists in many forms. Diddy might not be intelligent when it comes to writing hip-hop lyrics, but he's certainly intelligent when it comes to marketing and promoting his brand. Mm-hmm. And, instead of being dismissive of someone because you don't like their output, you can stand to learn from someone, even if you don't like what they have to say or how they present themselves. If someone is making a mark in the world, there's always a lesson there. Mm-hmm. And I'm down for finding the lesson.
Right. So a Boston-based rapper, Ed O.G., actually just released an album this month called Intelligence and Ignorance, and he did an interview with us, and he pretty much said he embraces ignorance to a point where like he says and does ignorant shit, but at the end of the day, he still wants to really stress the intelligence. Is that something you see like yourself?
Yeah, I mean, Ed O.G. is from Roxbury, and he talks about in his music how people sleep on where he's from, but he also, his crew was called the Bulldogs, which is rough and rowdy, but it was also like the Black United Leaders living directly on Groovy Sounds, which is like an intelligent acronym, So he's always played both sides of the fence and always has represented that Ed O.G. is a artist who lives by code, and there's certain people who don't have a code or are disrespectful to a code, and I think if you're living by code, that's the most intelligent thing you could do.
So in 2011, you and Yassine Bey, more formerly known as Mos Def, you guys premiered The Fix Up on the Colbert Report as a Black Star song. Can we expect another Black Star album coming up in the future?
Maybe.
Well, like you guys said, 2012 it was coming, so I think people are anticipating.
Yeah, that's over though. It's 2013, so guess not.
All right. So what was it like for you performing and being a contributor on Dilla Day for Jay Dilla, and what do you want people to know about him and his legacy?
Oh, that was a beautiful thing. Dilla has his impact on what I do and what a lot of hip-hop artists and musicians do. It cannot be understated. And, he's just somebody who is, he's for hip-hop, he's our John Coltrane. He's our Bob Marley,
You've worked closely with Dave Chappelle. You guys have both been put on each other's projects. What's it like to have one of the best comedians of all time as a fan of yours?
It's great. I mean, there's a lot of comedians I'm fans of, a lot of comedians who are fans of mine. Hip hop and comedy goes hand in hand. It both uses uses entertainment to tell the truth, and a lot of times that truth can be ugly. Right. That's why people, but hip hop and stand-up comedy goes hand in hand, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a stand-up comic.
Really?
Yeah. All right, so what's coming up next for you? What can we anticipate after Prisoner of Conscience comes out and in the future?
Well, I got the label Javoti. I want you, if you can, do an interview with my man Corey Moe. He here, and shout out to Reese, and it's all about what we're trying to push this music forward.
All right. And you're in social media. Where do you want people to find you online?
On Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, at Talib Kweli, talibkweli.com.
Okay. And we've been asking everybody this. What's the most messed up thought you've had this week?
Who's watching this? Is this going on the internet or that's the most messed up thought I had this week. I don't know. I don't know if I should be sharing that. My vices and bad thoughts. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to dig that deep.
All right, so it's a no comment from Talib Kweli. All right, well, that's all our time, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hey, yo, it's Talib Kweli, the BKMC. You're now rocking with NEHipHop.com. Peace.